So welcome to today's experiment. Today we will be finding the viscosity of a given fluid. Here we will be finding viscosity of engine oil. Okay. So this is the apparatus. This one is called a Redwood viscometer. Now we will explain the different parts and we will explain how it is formed. Viscosity is formed. And now what is viscosity? Before going to experiment, what is viscosity? Viscosity is the resistance offered by a fluid. We can say it as shortly say it as the fluid resistance. So more viscous means it will be more difficult to move through that particular fluid. Or if we compare water and honey, we can say that honey is more viscous than water. So in this experiment, we will be finding the viscosity of the oil. Basically, we will be finding the kinematic viscosity initially, and from that we will find the absolute viscosity. This one is the oil cylinder. We can fill oil into this cylinder, and below this cylinder is a small hole or orifice through which oil will flow through the oil flow to the beaker. We can stop the oil flow using this ball and stopper. Okay, so while we are filling while we are filling oil, we will close the orifice or small hole using this ball and stopper, and surrounding this small cylinder of containing oil, we can see another cylinder containing water. So this water is heated. You can also see the heater coil. So this water will be heated by the heater coil, and the heated water in turn will heat the oil inside the brass cylinder. Okay. Then here we have the drain for water. Now in the cylinder you can see we will fill the oil. You can fill the oil. We should fill the oil till this pointer level. Okay. Also, we have this arrangement. We'll keep it like this. This one is the arrangement for stirring arrangement. This one is the arrangement for stirring, and also it has provisions for inserting the thermometer, which will be used for measuring the temperature of water. Okay, so we'll keep the thermometer for measuring the temperature of water here. We have the provision for stirring here. Okay, oil will be collected in this cylinder, and also we have the temperature for measuring. We have the thermometer for measuring the temperature of oil. Okay, so now for conducting experiment, initially what we will do, we will take the weight of or mass of the 50 ml of oil. For that, initially we will take the mass of beaker plus oil. We will take the mass of beaker plus 50 ml oil, and then we will take the mass of beaker, and subtracting we will get the mass of 50 ml oil. Okay, before conducting we have to take the mass of 50 ml oil, and after that we have to fill oil in the cylinder, in the brass cylinder, and then we have to what we will do, we will just take the, we will keep the beaker, we will keep the empty beaker down here, down the orifice, and we will take the ball ended stopper, and we will take the time for 50 ml, the time for collecting 50 ml of oil. That means this is for room temperature. Now on connecting to the electric supply, the water will get heated up, and we can see the rise in temperature of the water here. Okay. And also simultaneously we can see that the oil temperature also will rise. And for now I want to set the oil temperature to be at a particular value, say between 40 and 45. What I will do, I will switch on the supply. Then we can see that both the oil and water temperature will rise. Okay, say the water temperature rises to a temperature above 50 degrees Celsius. What I will do, I will stir and I will continue stirring, and then I will switch off the supply when the water temperature is above 50 degrees Celsius. I will switch off the supply means now the water is not getting heated by the coil. I will continue stirring. We can see that the temperature of water decreases, and we can also see that there will be an increase in the temperature of oil. And what is happening? The heated water is heating the oil, or the heat of the water is being given to the oil inside the small brass cylinder, and we have to stir till both the temperatures, the oil temperature and the water temperatures, are the same. And what that means? It means that the steady state has been achieved. And at that time, what you have to do? You have to take this ball-ended stopper from its place. You have to take the ball-ended stopper in its place, and then we have to take the time for collecting 50 ml of oil in this beaker. So this is how the reading is taken for a particular temperature of the oil. In this manner, we have to do the reading for higher temperatures also.